we go then. The last 5 weeks have all come down to this. It is finally finals night on Champions Week in Phase 2 of the Online Darts Live League in 2022. We've got 6 players battling it out for the £6,000 first prize. Let's have a quick look at how they all got here. Starting with Group A, which took place earlier in the week. Adam Smith-Neale topping that group and therefore getting an automatic spot at finals night. James Richardson, Dan Reed and Robert Owen all played in Group B. Mike Warburton and Josh Payne went into Group C. So Group B saw Dan Reed top the table, 2 points clear of Matt Dennant, who came into that group, and Robert Owen, having lost his first 3 matches, fought back, winning 3 from 4 yesterday to qualify at the expense of Nick Kenny and James Richardson. So that's 4 of the places. The other 2 were taken from Group C, and in that group we saw Josh Payne secure his spot along with Lee Evans. We said goodbye to Paul Hogan, Richard North, Mike Warburton and the Hammer, Andy Hamilton. So those are the 6 players fighting it out tonight for that first prize. Here's what's coming up this evening. The action getting underway in just a moment with Adam Smith-Neale against Matt Dennant. Then Reed faces Payne. Lee Evans and Smith-Neale go head-to-head in Group 1, and in Group 2, Owen faces Reed. Both 2 groups, players split into 3 in each group. We'll all play each other once, and then we'll have the semis, the third place playoff, and the final, the money match. So let's get the action underway. And here we have Adam Smith-Neale, 28 years of age, from Nuneaton, a former World Masters champion, no less. Nicknamed the Big Dog. Will it be the Big Dog's day tonight? He faces the scholar Matt Dennant, twice a winner on the Challenge Tour, from Walsall in the West Midlands, 30 years of age, looking to pick up the cheque and the trophy at the end of the evening. So yeah, just as I was saying, the other player in this group is Lee Evans. He will take on each of these players.
It's Adam to throw first. Game on.
The top 2 from each group go into the semi-finals. The winner of Group 1 faces the runner-up in Group 2 and vice versa. Group 2 is comprised of Dan Reed, Josh Payne and
84.
Robert Owen. We have had a really high standard so far
60
on this Champions Week. Some enormous averages, 111 produced by both Dan Reed and Josh Payne. Smith-Neale himself
100
managed 109.31 average in one of his matches. But Matt Dennant,
100
I think, is one to watch. Over the course of the week, he's had 1,500 plus checkouts, more than anybody else. 7 in his last
140
8 matches. So worth looking out for those big finishers when Matt Dennant is on. And we saw a couple of very timely ones last night that really did damage.
85.
A 164 against Nick Kenny, for example. Not always about what you hit, but when you hit it.
137
Smith-Neale produces a perfect setup shot in the opening leg of the evening.
134 Adam, you require 40.
And he wants tops.
Game shot on the first
And
leg.
he gets tops.
Adam
And
Smith-Neale.
it is a strong start from Adam Smith-Neale, who holds his throat to take the first leg of the night. He goes 1 up against Matt Dennant.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
I'm Chris Murphy, talking you through the action tonight. Charlie Corstafine, the referee,
81
overseeing things in that purpose-built darts studio.
137
A lovely place to play. All the players that come here do love playing
100.
in that setting.
58 40
Well, does that just give Smith-Neale some encouragement here? Really should be starting on the 19s from 306. And again. And now Bull.
139.
Did that to make sure he left a finish. Smelling a little bit of blood here. And I said it might be Dennant who produces the big stuff, but
Adam, you require 167.
Smith-Neale is looking for his biggest finish of the week so far. He's not going to get it.
99.
He's actually the only player who doesn't have a checkout to his name on this Champions Week. In fact, in this entire phase,
100.
That needs 2 trebles.
Adam, you require 68.
118, the highest finish for Adam Smith-Neale. 68 will do very nicely here.
Shot on the second leg.
And he breaks the throw at the first possible opportunity. It could not be going better at the start of tonight for Adam Smith-Neale, who is now 2 to the good against Matt Dennant.
It's Adam to throw first. Game on.
And he's averaging 107.36. It's a 13 dart leg followed by a 15 dart leg.
140. 126. 57. 96.
1-way traffic at the moment.
100.
They did play in the same week earlier in the
55.
phase. Smith-Neale got the better of Dennant on both occasions. 4-0 and 4-3. The 4-3
140
was in the final. It's the second time they've met on finals night, the third meeting.
96. Matt, you require 64.
First dart at double for Dennant.
Game shot
and he
on the
hits
third
it.
leg. Matt Dennant.
Well, that could be huge. It could be massively important, even if it doesn't go on to win the match. Leg difference can make all the difference. But Dennant has broken back.
Game on.
Neither player missing a dart at a double yet in this match.
125. 100.
Did mention that Smith-Neale won both of their previous live league meetings, but it should be noted that Dennant has won all of their meetings away from this
60.
competition. Though the most recent of those was back in 2018 at a Challenge Tour event.
100. 140. 60. 41. 95. Matt, you require 135.
So to level things up. 60 for the bull. Treble 18.
63.
Would have left him double 18. He's
Adam, you require 146.
not got this leg one just yet. 138. Matt, you require 72. Double 6.
Oh,
nicely done. The finishing in this match has been absolutely extraordinary. Not a single dart missed at double so far in the game.
Fifth leg, it's Adam to throw first.
Absolutely
Game on.
brilliant stuff. Smith-Neale went out on tops
180.
in the opening leg and then took out 68. And Dennant has responded
57.
with finishes of 64 and 72. It's taken until the fifth leg
77.
to get the match's first maximum, but the absence of 180s has not taken away
92.
from what has been an excellent game so far.
$125. $180. Adam, you require 119.
Now both men have one. Oh, this is brilliant.
Game shot on the
It's
fifth leg.
absolutely brilliant.
Adam Smith-Neale.
119 now added to the roll of honour, the roll of finishers in this match. Still, no dart missed to check out a leg.
Sixth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
And that the best of the lot. 119
100.
from Adam Smith-Neale to put him back in front.
60. 100.
Averaging here
96.
102.6.
140.
Dennant, more than competitive. He himself is averaging 96 in this match, but here comes Smith-Neale.
180.
So even the
Matt, you
maximum
require
doesn't leave a
161.
finish.
60. 58. Matt, you require 101.
101. Can still do it. Not anymore. And if Smith-Neale finds a treble,
85.
then Dennant will feel the
Adam, you
writing is on the
require
wall.
107.
He doesn't.
83.
So between them, 5 darts
Matt,
at
you
double.
require 16.
5 hits. It's not going to be 6.
14.
And the first misses.
Adam, you require 24.
May matter. Dennant missing 3 clear darts
Game, shot,
to
and
level the match.
Adam Smith-Neale.
And Adam Smith-Neale completes a fabulous win. Look at those numbers. 102.17, 4 out of 4 on the checkouts. That 119 was absolutely sublime. And Adam Smith-Neale, very, very good value for that win. But it could have been different. Matt Dennant missing 3 darts to force a deciding leg. And who knows what would have happened from there. But it's 2 points in the pocket of Adam Smith-Neale, and Dennant has work to do in Group 1. We get Group 2 underway in just a few minutes' time when Dan Reed takes on Josh Payne. Adam Smith-Neale has just laid a marker here on finals night of this Champions Week. Can Dan Reed and Josh Payne live up to what they've just seen from the first winner of the evening? Payne, most recently on the PDC Pro Tour of all of these players. Dan Reed has never been on it, but has shown some excellent stuff in this phase, winning more than 70% of his matches, in fact. But he's facing a man of excellent darting pedigree. The maximum has won twice.
First leg, it's Dan to throw first. Game on.
On the PDC Pro Tour.
96.
Got here nice and early to prepare, Josh Payne.
140.
Even caught me and the crew having our post-broadcast curry.
125.
And wish he'd join us. So we're now calling him Rogan Josh Payne. See what we've done there?
60.
Go on then, let's have some fun. At Darts Live League. Darts player, curry-based puns.
100.
I'll read the best ones out if there are any good ones. I'm at Chris Murphy 180.
97. 100.
Why do I feel like Paul Nicholson all of a sudden?
40. Dan, you require 80.
Well, it was certainly a spicy performance from Smith-Neale in the opener, 102.17 average. Dan Reed stepping across to try and find
60. Josh, you
double
require
10 bet, couldn't manage it.
164.
Payne, though, is not going to take out this combination for the third time this week.
64. Dan, you require 20.
And
Game
Reed
shot on the first leg.
pins
Dan
the double
Reed.
to take the first leg. A simple double 10, getting the job done for Dan, who holds his throat at the first time of asking.
Second leg, it's shot to throw first. Game on. 60. 100. 96. 100. 100.
This pair have met a couple of times already this week, and
100.
Reed has got the better of Payne on both occasions. In fact, Payne has only picked up 2 legs, losing once 4-2 and once 4-0. However, when they met way back in their
75.
development tour days, Payne got the better of Reed on both occasions. But Dan Reed has produced some excellent form this week, and indeed in this phase, and I think he is
130.
one of the players
Josh
to
require
watch.
170. 96. Daniel requires 71.
Double 10 again. He loves it here. It's
61.
his choice, but he can't
Joshua requires
find
74.
it on this occasion, allowing Payne the opportunity to level the match. Double 16.
Game
And that
shot
is
on the
exactly
second
what he
leg.
does.
Josh Payne.
A nice combination finish in keeping with what we saw in the first game. Plenty of those in that brilliant match between Smith-Neale and Dennant.
Third leg, it's Dan to throw first.
And Payne picks off 74 to square this one up after 2. And after
100.
Reed had missed 2 at his favourite double 10.
$93. 100. 100. 95. 96. 59.
Payne is going to apply the pressure here.
180.
The darts maximum.
Dan, you require
Will it be
147.
superseded by the snooker maximum? The 147 will not be completed.
100. Josh, you
So
require
Josh Payne
32.
has the chance to break.
Game
Reed
shot on the
will
third
feel
leg. Josh Payne.
He should have been 2-0 up in this match, but now he finds himself 2-1 down. Payne pinning the double 16 once again, and he leads 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
And he has the darts. To increase that lead.
134. 100. 59. 60. 58.
Always interesting to see which players sink or swim on finals night.
60.
It can start to feel a bit different when the checks are being handed out. The arm can feel that bit heavier. The doubles and trebles can appear that bit smaller. But Payne is up to it.
123.
And he will come back looking at the 127 and game.
58. Josh will require 127.
Well, doesn't need to take this out on the bull, because Reed is not in finishing territory.
99.
You just wonder if those couple of
140.
darts that he
Josh
missed to break and
required
lead 2-0
28.
have still weighed heavy in his head. Has to go high and left,
21.
but goes too high.
Daniel
or not left
require
enough.
83.
And Reed's left on 83. Reed's left on the bull.
58. Joshua requires 7.
Now Payne returns for the leftovers. Only just in the single there. He almost busts by hitting the double. Double one.
No score.
Pressure evident.
Daniel requires 25.
And Reed Goes back to his old faithful. Can't find it. Can he find double five? Yes, he
Game shot
can.
in the fourth leg.
And Dan Reed ties up this match after a cagey leg of darts at 2 apiece, and effectively takes control of the tie because he has the throw in leg 5.
To throw first. Game on.
And I'm just disappointed nobody's
100.
bothered to tweet in with any of the Curry-based jokes. Usually
58.
impatient to get involved in stuff like that. At Darts Live League on Twitter. Get me at Chris Murphy 180. Come on. Let's have your darts-themed curry puns.
180. 60.
Dan Reed in punishing mood now. All of a sudden, the pendulum has swung back in his favour.
35.
That little bit of bad luck might
96.
just encourage Payne.
$125.
Needs to hit big though, needs 2 trebles to leave a finish. There's one of them.
100. Daniel requires 61. Game shot on the fifth
Tops
leg.
goes in for Dan Reed to complete the 61 combination. Reed ahead for the first time since the first leg.
Sixth leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on. $97.
But he missed opportunities earlier to have a much healthier lead. He won't be getting carried away. Okay, I'll stop now. I'll leave it to you. Look.
100. $137. 83.
Important moments in this match.
83.
Josh Payne with a big lead.
100.
But Reed knows that he will have the throw in the decider should it go the distance.
100. $58. Joshua require 84.
84 to ensure it does indeed go the distance. Double 12. Great stuff.
Game shot on the sixth leg.
From Josh Payne, who squares up the tie at 3-3. And the first match in Group 2 goes to a 7th and deciding leg.
7th and final leg. It stands to throw first. Game on.
Reed has the darts.
58.
The other player in this group, the Welshman Robert Owen, Stack Attack, has reached 3 of the last 4 Champions Weeks.
59.
The most experienced player in these finals nights. The Live League, Owen. He faces Reed
85.
in the match. Next up in this group before taking on Payne in the last group game. In between those matches, Lee Evans faces the first winner from Group 1, Adam Smith-Neale.
140.
Before Evans takes on the man who lost to Smith-Neale, 4-2, Matt Dennant.
60. $162.
That's absolutely sublime. Absolutely superb. 3 treble 18s.
60.
To get himself
Josh, you
down
require 140.
to a finish first against a throw in the final leg. And it might be 302 in 6. But he'll just tee up tops now.
100.
And that is the way to close it out.
$85. Josh, you require 40.
So double top for Josh Payne to get the job done. Double 10.
Game, shot, and the match.
And there
Josh
it is.
Payne.
Josh Payne breaks in a last leg decider to get the better of Dan Reed, who missed opportunities early in that match to move 2 clear. Payne kept himself in it, and he wins the fight in the end. An average of just shy of 91 for Josh Payne. Not a vintage display, but the all-important 2 points are going his way. Coming next, the second match from Group 1. Adam Smith-Neale knows that if he wins it, he'll be through to the semi-finals. Lee Evans is the man trying to stop him. Welcome back. On we go with the second group game in Group 1, and it is Adam Smith-Neale looking to ensure that he plays in the semi-finals. He faces Lee Evans. Smith-Neale a 4-2 winner in the first match of the night against Matt Dennant, and a victory here against Evans would secure Smith-Neale's spots in the semis. A win for Lee Evans would mean it would all go down to that last game between Evans and Dennant. A 4-2 victory for Lee would keep it a possible prospect that we would see our first ever three-way 9-dart shootout.
First leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
That rule brought in after the last finals night on Champions Week saw poor old Mike Gillett miss out by virtue of having a lower average of the group games when all of the scorelines were the same. So the powers that be have decided that if such an occurrence took place again, then the three players would return to the streaming studio and throw 9 darts each.
100.
And the player with the lowest accumulative score would fall through the trapdoor, the other two advancing to the semi-finals.
96.
So for that prospect to be on, a 4-2 win for Evans, and then he would have to lose 4-2 to 96. Matt Dennant. Any win for Smith-Neale puts Adam through.
$140. 83. Lee, you require 140.
So 140. Not to beat.
40. 95. Lee, you require 100.
He will do this, Lee Evans. He'll take his time and really focus and visualise the finishers going in. Now that's left him a decision. And he made the decision to stay there. The other choice was to go for 2 double tops, but he liked the marker.
Adam, you require 127.
Tried to find a treble, couldn't. And now has to hope that Adam Smith-Neale doesn't clean this up. And he's not going to, because he gambled on a treble when the single 17 would have been enough to give him a dart at the bullseye.
87. Lee, you require 40.
Went wayward and handed the opportunity back to Lee Evans. And that is a very good guide. But he hasn't been able to make use of it.
30.
Who wants to win this leg?
40.
Adam Smith-Neale does. Adam Smith-Neale has. And he breaks through in the opening leg of the match and puts himself ever closer to a place in tonight's semi-finals.
Second leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on.
Break of throw after Evans had missed his opportunities.
140.
3 darts at double to hold.
60.
This pair had never met at the Live League before and only have one meeting outside of it. That was won by Lee Evans in a
100.
challenge to a semi-final a couple of years ago.
$100.
Oh, super stuff.
180.
Smith-Neale. His third maximum of the evening.
177.
And that's just as good
Adam,
as,
you require 81.
if not better. Smith-Neale, though, declining
49.
declining a dart at the ball.
Lee, you require 164.
Effectively saying to Evans, you're not going to hit this. That's what he was thinking. And he was thinking down the right lines because he hasn't hit it. Smith-Neale playing the percentages.
124. Adam, you
Hasn't missed a
require
dart
32.
at double yet this evening.
Game shot on the second
And that run
leg.
continues.
Adam Smith-Neale.
6 out of 6 now on the outer ring for Adam Smith-Neale. Well, if he carries on doubling like that, then the £6,000 is
Third
going to
leg,
be
it's
his.
Lee to throw first. Game on.
A 2-leg lead. 4 out of 4 in his first match. 2 out of 2 in this one now. Averaged 102
100.
in that opener. He's averaging 104 after a couple of legs here. And I know it is only a couple of legs, but we could be halfway through the match.
121. $180.
Evans trying to ensure that Smith-Neale doesn't just breeze to victory here.
95.
A 180 to go with the 177 from the previous leg.
$57. 60. Lee, you require 164.
Well, this time he doesn't have to take it out. Smith-Neale not on a finish. He might just show him that he can.
92. $130.
A great dart
Lee requires 72.
from Adam. Piling the pressure on Evans, who knows that he cannot afford to miss, and it will just be one dart at double top.
32. Adam, you require 95.
Treble 19 for double 19. He's hit every double he's gone for tonight. That ends. But he
Game
finds
shot on
it
the third leg.
with the
Adam
second dart.
Smith-Neale.
So the miss didn't matter, and Smith-Neale leads 3-0 after a 95 checkout. Lee Evans in big, big trouble.
Fourth leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on. $100. $180.
He's hit 3 enormous scores,
96.
but he's missed 4 darts at double, and that has done the damage. 2 180s, a 177. Oh, I was hoping. He was hoping. You were hoping. For a third 180
121.
there. And Lee Evans more than any of us, because remember, if anybody does produce a perfect leg this evening, they will take
95.
a £1,000 bonus prize with them. The 9-darter Champions Week rollover, £500 on offer each Champions Week for a perfect leg. Wasn't won last time out. And Jim McEwen took the title. McEwen's actually getting involved on the old
59.
curry theme. I did say curry themed dart players, Jim, but it's a good effort from McEwen. I have to say, he's tweeted in to say, why don't you order an Indian takeaway tonight?
139.
You can get it by courier.
Lee require 141.
Well, can Lee Evans deliver a big finish here? He's missed the treble 15 he was looking for.
105.
And now Adam
Adam, you
Smith-Neale
require 71.
will We'll look at double 16,
Game,
which he
shots, and the
finds
match.
for a
Adam
whitewash
Smith-Neale.
win. His finishing has been absolutely relentless all evening. 4 out of 4 in his first match, 4 out of 5 in this match, and it didn't matter when he missed because he still completed that 95 checkout on the double 19. An average of 103.66. He's averaging more than 102.5 for the evening. It is absolutely brilliant from Adam Smith-Neale, who has already sealed his spot in the semi-finals. Matt Dennant and Lee Evans will face each other to find out who joins him from Group 1. Group 2 continues in a moment with Robert Owen against Dan Reed. Welcome back. I think it's fair to say that Adam Smith-Neale has turned up to finals night and he's already booked his place in the semi-finals. Attention now turned to Group 2 as Robert Owen takes on Dan Reed. And if Owen can win this match, he will secure his place in the semi-finals and will take Josh Payne with him after Payne beat Reed 4-3 in the opening match in this group. Smith-Neale seeing off Dennant and Evans 4-2 and 4-0 in Group 1, and they will play next in a winner-takes-all match for the other semi-final spot from that group. But a victory here for this man would secure his spot. Dan Reed, though, can keep his hopes alive and send this group into a decisive final game between Payne and Owen.
First leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
Still the prospect of that 9-dart shootout as well that I mentioned. It would mean Reed winning this one 4-3 and then Owen beating Payne by the same scoreline.
134. 100.
Dan Sack Reed has come in from Mark on Twitter. Are we still doing that? Hasn't really gone down well.
180.
Particularly with Brian Roman, former Live League player, who's not a fan of the curry stuff at all. He says, who wants curry
45.
when you can have noodles? Of course, the noodle himself, Mr. Raman. Who gave a great account of himself, didn't he, at the
100.
Lakeside last week. Well, a 180 from Stack Attack.
140.
In the opening leg, Robert Owen
Robert, you require 87.
looking to show that it's not all about Adam Smith-Neale tonight. It is Owen's first outing of the evening. And he will have been
47.
watching. Smith-Neale has produced those two eye-catching performances.
55. Robert, you require 40.
Double top. Well, that is a wild one from Owen. Double 16 now.
24. Dan, you require 161.
It might be stripy jumper time. Stick on the mask. He's stolen the swag.
Dan Reed.
An incredible act of burglary on the board from Dan Reed after Owen had made a mess of the double top finish.
Second leg, it's Dan to throw first. Game on.
And Dan, the dartful dodger Reed, picks his pocket with a stunning 161 checkout.
96.
Huge moment, potentially. By far the biggest finish
134.
we've seen so far this evening. And Dan Reed, of course, in need after that defeat to Payne in the opener.
140.
A breaker throw immediately.
131. 57. Dan, you require 136. 96.
So now Reed looking to do what Robert couldn't in the previous leg. Successfully check out 40.
180.
He's
Dan,
under
you
pressure.
require 40. Game shot on the second leg. Dan Reed.
But he holds his nerve and he holds his throat and he doubles his lead in this match to 2-0.
Third leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on. 100. 30. 60. 60.
Owen's got to be careful here,
24.
because if he loses a match 4-0,
125.
going to find himself in big, big trouble.
82. 85. 123.
Gets himself down to a finish.
75.
Well, that was a bit of a bizarre bounce out.
Robert, you require 112.
A bit of bad luck for Dan Reed. Is it the luck that Owen needed to acquire? He's not going to complete the finish.
60.
Reed
Dan,
would have been on
require
66 here, but for the
126.
bounce out. Well, now he's on 69. And he's missed a big number. Having already bedded the bull in this match, he just needed a single 19 to get another go
70.
at it. And that is
Robert, you require 52.
a bit sloppy, to be honest.
Game shot.
And
on the
Owen
third
takes
leg.
advantage.
Robert Owen.
He won't be whitewashed. He locates double top this time. And he halves the lead of Reed.
Fourth leg, it's Dan to throw first. $100. 60. 140. 135.
Good response though from Reed here. A ton followed by a ton 40.
121.
Then another two treble turn. It's been an exhibition of ace finishing. Well, Owen here,
171.
well, he got away with that. He should have gone for the bull with the last dart. He filled it up anyway, so did leave a finish, but it might not matter anyway.
120.
Talking about the exhibition of
Robert, you
finishing.
require 135.
That's the first dart at double that Reed has missed in this match. And now Robert Owen was looking for a treble 20
63.
to get a go at the bull.
You require 20.
Double 10.
Game shot on the fourth
Dan Reed's
leg.
Den.
Dan Reed.
And Reed restores that two-leg cushion in this match. He's now one away from an all-important victory that would keep his hopes alive.
Fifth leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on. $134. 47. 55. 100. 100. 96.
To leave double 16.
180.
Third max from Robert Owen.
98. Robert, you require 32.
Double 8. Double 4.
24. Dan, you require 160.
If Dan Reed can take this out, he'll be through.
30. Robert, you require 8. Game shot on the fifth
Owen
leg. Robert Owen
keeps himself in the match. He finds that double 2 to close the gap to a single leg again. However, Reed has the darts in leg 6.
Sixth leg, it's Dan to throw first. $140. 43. 100. 44. 180. 140. Dan, you require 81. 41. 121. Dan, you
double
require
top
40.
For Dan Reed.
Game, shots,
And he
and
pins
the match.
it
Dan
to
Reed.
defeat Robert Owen 4-2 and book his place in the semi-finals. A 97.24 average, and because he only lost 4-3 in his opening match, whatever happens in the final match between Payne and Owen means that Reed will be in the semi-finals regardless. That brilliant 161 checkout really sparked things off. Fantastic display of finishing, 4 out of 5 on the doubles. Reed through to the last 4. Owen or Payne will join him. Matt Dennant against Lee Evans are looking to join Adam Smith-Neale from Group 1, and they go head-to-head next. So, two players have secured their spots in the semi-finals of this Champions Week, as Dan Reed and Adam Smith-Neale have made it through to the last four. Smith-Neale, the group winner of this Group 1, and who joins him will be decided in the next match between Matt Dennant and Lee Evans. Smith-Neale has beaten both of these players. Got the better of Dennant 4-2 in the first match of the night, 102.17 average, and then he whitewashed Evans 4-0 with 103.66 average. Smith-Neale, the pace setter in terms of standard, he's through as the group winner. So this effectively now becomes a quarter-final. The
First
winner
leg, it's Matt to throw first.
going through.
Game on.
To play the winner of Group 2 in the semis.
180.
Not a bad way to start.
$140. 60.
Yeah, you can see he's annoyed with himself there not to back up the maximum with at least one treble on his second visit.
55. 140.
So he does find a couple on his third to leave 1-2-1 after 9. Evans looking downstairs. Now back up. Oh, he stayed there.
96. Matt, you require 121.
Like the guide, he would have left the big fish had he found the treble 20, which Dennant has to leave double 18.
85.
Really strong start this from Matt Dennant, missing the double for a 12 dart leg. May just go for the maximum.
140. Matt, you require 36.
Just to try and rattle the
Game
cage
shot on
of
the first
Dennant.
leg. Matt Dennant.
But it's a fine start from the scholar, a 13 darter to hold his throw in the opening leg.
Second leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
Remember, this is a winner-takes-all contest. The loser departs and will play no further part in finals night. The victor still in the hunt for that £6,000 first prize.
140.
A giant cheque. And a nice trophy.
78. 96. 85. 95. 140. Lee, you require 170. 90.
So Evans looking likely to level.
60.
The pair of them playing at a very
Lee,
high
you
level.
require 80.
They could be forgiven for being dragged into a battle, but it's really good stuff, although that dart is dragged wide. And he can't find the 25 that would have left him the bullseye, so Evans doesn't get a shot from 80, allowing Dennant a shot
44.
at the famous 138 finish.
Matt, you require 138.
Can Dennant do the Della? Different way, but another one of those would have left him that double 12. He's a long way off. Maybe treble 13.
68. Lee, you require 36.
Treble 18, sorry, the target there. 74 left he had.
28. Matt, you require 70. Game shot on the second
Nicely
leg.
done to clean
Matt
up
Dennant.
the 70 he had left. Matt Dennant takes out 70 checkout on double 16 to double his lead.
Third leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
And Lee Evans has got to be kicking himself there.
$100. $134. $140. $100. $140.
And Dennant now stamping his authority after getting that break of throw. Evans only ended up getting 2 darts at double when he had 6 darts from 80 points in that previous
40.
leg.
Matt, you require 121.
Well, it looks like it's going to cost him.
48. $180.
Well, out of nowhere,
73.
he tries to put himself back in the picture, but double 8,
Game shot on the third leg. Matt Dennant.
as good as puts him out of the picture. A 180 does not fluster Matt Dennant, who cleans up
Fourth leg, it's Lee to
73.
throw first. Game on.
and now leads by 3. And Lee Evans must win 4 consecutive legs or he's out of the tournament.
38.
Demonic darts from Dennant,
140.
averaging over 100 in this winner-takes-all contest. Having lost 4-2 to Smith-Neale earlier on.
$96. $43.
It's turning into a nightmare night for Lee Evans, who remember was beaten 4-0 by Adam Smith-Neale.
60.
Is he going to leave legless on this Saturday night at the Live League?
140.
He's had 6 starts at double across those 2 matches. Should have had more, really. That second leg is one that is going to haunt him. When he had 6 starts to clean up 8, he only got 2 at double.
50.
And he's just got the sense of a man now who knows that the game is up. The writing is on the wall.
60.
And the writing says exit for Evans. Hasn't happened for Lee Evans this evening.
37. Matt, you require 118.
Matt Dennant has got his number. Treble 20. Treble 18
94.
leaves him handily placed with 3 darts at double 12 when he comes back to inflict a second successive whitewash defeat on Lee Evans, who lost 4-0 to Smith-Neale.
125. Matt, you require 24.
And may be about to lose 4-0 to Matt Dennant.
Game,
And
shot,
Dennant
and the match. Matt Dennant
does the business. He books his spot in the semi-finals along with Adam Smith-Neale from this group. Both of those players earning whitewash wins over Lee Evans, who didn't win a leg, didn't hit a double all night on finals night. A disastrous evening for him, but Matt Dennant lives to fight another day and he will play in the semi-finals. Adam Smith-Neale also through from this group. Attention now turns to Group 2 to see who will join Dan Reed and in which order they will finish, so we know who will play who in the last 4. All to play for between Josh Payne and Robert Owen. That's coming up in a couple of minutes. one final spot up for grabs in the last four. Will it go to Josh Payne or Robert Owen? We're about to find out. Dan Reed, despite defeat to Payne in his opening match, will definitely progress from this group. Reed beating Robert Owen 4-2, and because he lost by the smallest possible margin to Payne, knows that he has done enough. Josh Payne needs 3 legs to qualify with him. But if Robert Owen wins 4-0, 4-1 or 4-2, then Josh will be out. And Robert will go through with Dan Reed.
First leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
So to recap, a win or a 4-3 defeat would see Josh Payne go through. The win would see him go through obviously as the group winner, having taken victory in both of his matches.
140.
4-3 defeat would see Dan Reed win the group. The only way Robert could win the group is with a 4-0 victory. A win of 4-1 or 4-2. And he would go through in second place
60.
and take on the in-form Adam Smith-Neale in the semi-final. Smith-Neale, the winner of Group 1, going through with Matt Dennant.
100.
There will be a 10-minute break at the end of this match at the start of the first semi-final.
$100.
We've lost Lee Evans and we're going to lose one of this
57.
pair in the hunt for that £6,000 first prize for winning a phase of Live League Darts.
100.
Jim McEwen, the winner of phase 1 this year, who will take phase 2. 5 men left standing.
100. $95. Joshua require 104.
Will stay looking for that treble and he finds it for tops.
74.
Well, that's just made it tricky.
Robert, you require 146.
Even if Payne comes back, he's looking at a dodgy double. And he may not come back. He will.
94.
Owen had to find
Joshua
2 trebles there.
30.
Double 15. Can't go inside. Now, can hardly see the double.
15.
And that dart
Robert,
that drifted into the double
52.
5 has done a lot of damage there. Can Robert Owen make the most of it? Double 10.
32.
He can't.
Joshua require 15.
A big break chance goes begging. And Payne now looks at double 4, one of his go-to doubles.
7.
But it hasn't gone in.
Robert, you require 20.
There's already 6
Game
darts
shot on the
missed at
first
double.
leg. Robert Owen.
In that leg for Josh Payne, and Robert Owen makes the most of his luck and finds double 10, and things suddenly are looking up for Robert, who leads 1-0
Second
with a
leg,
break
it's
of
Robert
throw.
to throw first. Game on. $100.
And now Owen is in a position where if he just holds for the rest of the match, that will be enough to see him through.
59.
Remember, he needed a win of 4-2 or better. So he's got the important bit done immediately with a huge
60.
helping hand from Josh Payne, who missed half a dozen darts to win that first leg.
57.
And Owen has tended to get the better of matchups with Payne at the Live League. Has beaten him twice already this week.
41.
Has won his last 3 against Josh and 6 of their 8 meetings overall.
59. 97. 180.
It's brilliant darts from Josh Payne, but you could see the look on his face there, as if to say, where has it been?
140. Josh to require 146.
And he might need to take this out, because Owen has teed up 63
58.
and will get a dart at double.
Robert, you require 63.
At least one. He gets 2.
51.
He's missed them both, so the chance
Josh to require 88.
is returned to Payne. 18 for the bull. That leaves double 7.
74.
But it's another one of those dodgy
Robert,
doubles.
you require 12.
Odd numbered. Just makes it slightly more difficult because you're scared of going inside, like Robert is here.
6.
And he can't find the double.
Josh to require 14.
Throws his dart at the referee in anger. It's not his fault, Robert. Double 2.
10.
Josh Payne here
Robert, you require 6.
has missed 9 darts at double across the first 2 legs. And stack attack wants 1 for double 1.
Game shot on the second leg.
To double his lead.
Robert Owen.
Well, he might be getting a bit of the rub of the green here because of all the missed opportunities from Payne, but you have to be there to hit. And he has hit. And he leads 2-0.
Third leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on. $95. 140. 78. 180.
And now he can start to find his feet a little. The first maximum of the match for Robert Owen. The tension is telling really for the pair of them that the performance levels have been nowhere near what we've seen them produce in the run-up to qualifying for both Champions Week and then Finals night on it. But Owen is starting to get on it now.
86.
Josh just felt the stem or the flight come loose there and did the right thing. Made sure
100.
all was correct before throwing.
Robert, you require 95.
Choices here for Owen. Treble 19. Could go double-double. Decided against it.
55. Josh, you require 88.
More darts at double for Josh Payne. This time he
Game
hits.
shot on the third leg. Josh Payne.
And it's game on. After a clinical kill of 88, Josh Payne, who couldn't hit a double before then, finds it first dart
Fourth
and
leg,
gets his
it's Robert
first
to
leg
throw first. Game on.
of this all-important encounter. Needs 2 more to qualify.
60.
As, of course, does Robert Owen.
123.
But not if Josh gets 2 first. Strange scenario, really. Whoever gets to 2 legs first from here will
41.
qualify. If Robert Owen wins the match 4-3, Josh Payne goes through in 2nd place. If Robert Owen wins it by any other margin, he goes through
97.
alongside Dan Reed, who would win the group.
100.
And obviously if Josh does manage to turn this around and win, then he will top the group, having won both of his matches in it.
58. 22.
It looks like the tide might be turning here.
$59.
Payne down to a finish as he looks to
60.
cancel out
Josh
that break.
require 164.
The advantage that Owen had could well be slipping away.
60. 85. Josh require 104.
Does he stay there? No, decided it was a blocker. Did the sensible thing, but does allow Owen an opportunity
56.
at the outshot.
Robert, you require 133. $93.
Sets it up.
Josh, you require 48.
Well, nothing is certain. They've missed 17 darts at double between them in 3 legs.
Game shot on the
But
4th
Payne
leg.
pins tops.
Josh Payne.
And ties up the match at 2-2. And now needs just 1 more leg to secure his spot in the semi-finals.
5th leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
And he has the darts. And can get the job done in this leg.
92. $140. $83.
Well, it's a good start from Robert Owen. And he's in again.
100.
In the balance. Perfectly poised.
58. $180.
When his back is against the wall, Robert Owen so often comes out swinging. And that's what he's done again here.
128.
Delicious darts
Robert, you
from the pair of them.
81.
But Owen has a chance now to make the next leg a winner takes all leg. Double 13 to do
68.
so. Is
Josh
he going to be
require
left
140.
on the unlucky number? He'll come back to try and clean it up.
$100. Robert, you require 13.
5 for double 4. Just in the 5.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
But in the double 4.
Robert Owen.
And that is the bit that matters. So Robert Owen leads this match 3-2. And it all comes down to this leg. If Owen wins it,
Sixth leg, it's Robert to throw first.
then he goes through.
Game on.
He finishes in second place to Dan Reed and knocks out Josh Payne, who beat Reed in the opening match of the evening. But
100.
if Payne wins this leg, he goes through with Reed, regardless of what happens in leg 7.
100.
If Owen does
60.
get the job done in this leg, he's really going to have to reset and put this match behind him before facing Adam Smith-Neale in the first semi-final.
100.
Because he's currently averaging 20 points worse than Smith-Neale's averaging for the night.
140.
Just over 80 in this match, although that will improve it slightly.
140.
Well, Josh Payne had a heartbreaking 161 checkout hit against him. Sorry, Robert Owen had it hit against him by Dan Reed. Surely Josh Payne is not going to do the same thing. Surely it can't strike twice. He won't.
80.
And Owen has the opportunity
Robert, you require 62.
to seal a place in the last 4. It's still on for Owen. It's double top.
Game,
And it's
shots,
in.
And the match.
And Owen
Robert
advances to the semi-finals at the expense of Josh Payne. A 4-2 success, keeping Payne away from those 3 legs that he needed. It all came down to a single leg of darts, and Owen did the business in what really was a tense tussle here at the Live League. But Robert Owen is through and will take on Adam Smith-Neale in our first semi-final. Dan Reed will meet Matt Dennant in the second, and the action in the semi-finals will get underway in around 10 minutes' time. go then with the first of our semi-finals on this Champions Week here at the Online Darts Live League, and it is Adam Smith-Neale, who's been in fantastic form this evening against the Welshman Robert Owen. Owen got the better of Josh Payne in the previous match, just managing to scrape into the semis. Adam Smith-Neale was emphatic, dropping just 2 legs across his 2 wins over Matt Dennant and Lee Evans, who he whitewashed, averaging more than 102 in both of those games.
First game on.
And must be feeling the most confident of this pair going into the semis. However, Owen does have a lot more experience at being
93
at this stage of this tournament. And he's a player that should never be written off, can pull in a good performance from anywhere.
48. $140. 34. 76. 140.
Dan Reed and Matt Dennant, the other
54.
semi-finalists, coming up after this one. Will then be the 2 defeated players fighting it out in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Here's a
139.
sliding scale of the prize
Adam,
fund.
you require 138.
Champions Week, £6,000 to the winner.
82. Robert, you require 140.
Robert Owen looking for a couple of treble 20s. Not going to get them.
100. Adam, you require 56.
So it's double 18 for Smith-Neale. It's only the second dart he's missed at double all
Game
night,
shot
but it
on the
doesn't
first
matter
leg. Adam Smith-Neale.
because he finds double 9 and takes the first leg of the match. 1-0 to Adam Smith-Neale, who's edging closer
Second leg, it's
to a
Robert to throw
place
first.
in the
Game
final.
On. 60. 89. 58.
Well, it doesn't feel like Robert Owen has managed to lift it since that previous match.
140.
Smith-Neale not yet at the standard he was producing earlier, but
95.
on course to guarantee himself £3,000, which is the second prize on a Champions Week finals night. 3rd place gets 2,000, 4th gets
1,500.
Both Lee Evans and Josh Payne have left this evening
140.
with
Adam, you require
£1,000
92.
each. Still on treble 17, double 18 now. Oh,
Game shot on the
excellent,
second leg.
excellent
Adam
rescue act
Smith-Neale.
from Adam Smith-Neale, who leads now 2-0 in this semi-final and is looking to make light work of Robert Owen.
Third leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on.
A dozen dart breaker throw for Smith-Neale.
121. 81.
who's doubling for the evening, has been absolutely unreal. 10 out of 12 he is.
99.
Can't argue with that.
140. 25. 140. 59. Robert, you require 140. 60. 95. Robert, you require 80.
So to keep himself in contention, Owen aims at double 10. Owen aims at double 5.
Game shot on the
Owen
third
hits
leg.
double 5.
Robert Owen.
And cuts the lead to a single leg and has the darts to square up the match at 2-2. Smith-Neale was racing away,
Fourth leg, it's
but he's
Robert's
been
to throw
reeled back
first.
in by Robert Owen.
Game on. $140.
Adam once again is averaging more than 102. That's where he's been all evening. Has been one of the best
100.
finals nights displays consistently that we've ever seen at the Live League. But he's not through to the final yet. And Robert Owen
140.
is a dogged, determined, defiant darter.
137.
And he has managed to raise his game.
47.
But he hasn't left a finish after missing the 25 and bull segment there. Smith-Neale won't either.
95. 100.
So Owen looking likely to level the match at 2-2, but under great pressure.
129. Robert, you require 74.
Huge pressure after teeing up tops, which is what Owen wants.
Game shot on the
And
fourth
what he
leg.
gets.
Robert Owen.
Robert Owen has come back from 2-0 behind in this one. And it becomes a race to 2 legs to see who will make it through to the final.
Fifth leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on.
The pair did meet earlier in the week twice.
140.
And each won a match by a 2-leg margin.
$180.
That's one of the scruffiest looking 180s you'll ever see. Every dart at a different angle.
58.
You'd like to see another scruffy one. Oh, 4 perfect darts. Remember, Robert Owen did miss double 12 for a 9 darter earlier this week that would have earned him an extra £1,000.
95. 82.
And he might be about to turn this match completely on its head. Smith-Neale again hitting big when it matters.
Robert, you require 99.
But Owen has a chance to break. Tops. There's one. It's perfect for him. And he
79.
couldn't stack it.
Adam, you
on
require
top
68.
of the dart already in tops. And Smith-Neale gets a dart at double 16.
52.
That could prove to be a big miss for Big Dog.
Robert, you require 20.
And the tenacious tungsten terrier that is Robert Owen steps up
Game
and
shot
lands
fifth
double
leg.
10
Robert Owen.
and turns around a 2-leg deficit and now leads 3-2 and will throw for a place in the final.
Sixth leg. It's Robert to throw first. Game on.
Smith-Neale caught in a spin here as Owen is upped it. Got his nose in front for the first time.
140.
Showing no sign of relenting.
140. 180.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, I said it earlier. Not always about what you
100.
hit, but more importantly when you hit it. And Robert Owen has the habit at the Live League of digging himself out of holes with delightful darts.
145.
Like those, and he could seal the win with a 10-darter here. It's been an electric spell of arrows from Robert
97.
Owen.
Robert, you require 36.
Two 15-darters, a 13-darter, and then a 12-darter to win it. Robert Owen races back from 2 legs behind to defeat Adam Smith-Neale 4-2, averaging 103. That's the standard that Smith-Neale had been producing up until the semi-final. Robert raised his game and from 2-0 behind, reeled off 4 quick-fire legs to book his place in the final. Who will he face? We will find out in the next match as Dan Reed takes on Matt Dennant. So Robert Owen is the first man through to the final. And we're about to find out who he will face in that £6,000 game. Will it be Dan the Man Reed, or will the scholar Matt Dennant be top of the class? Well, Reed lost out to Josh Payne in his opening match of the night, 4-3, but then beat Robert Owen, who we've just seen see off Adam Smith-Neale with a stunning display. Dennant lost to Smith-Neale in his first match of the night, but then whitewashed Lee Evans to book his place in this semi-final. The winner will go through to face Owen in the final and will be guaranteed £3,000, but will have the chance to win 6. The loser of this game,
First leg, it's Dan to throw first. Game on.
will meet Adam Smith-Neale in the third place playoff, approximately 10 minutes after this one finishes.
100. 180.
Dennant hits a maximum with his opening throw of the previous match he played in
60.
against Lee Evans. He didn't hit another all match.
140.
Oh, and I thought he was going to go back to back at the start of this one. His eyes were lighting up at the potential prize of the £1,000
100.
bonus for a 9-dart leg. But it's an excellent assault on the Reed throw from the off here.
45.
Although he's only left a big 2 treble combination finish. And Reed is going to be better placed.
140. Matt, you require 136. 96. Dan, you require 101.
And he gets a dart at double 12.
77. Matt, you require 40.
Top centre break.
Game shot on the
In it
first
goes.
leg. Matt Dennant.
It's advantage Matt Dennant in this match. He breaks throw in the opening leg, finding tops after Reed had missed a dart to hold his throw.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first.
You can see he's annoyed with himself. Dan Reed riled,
Game on.
still shaking his head after not pinning that double 12. They
125.
both played in Group B on Thursday and Friday evening, and Reed got the better of Matt Dennant both times.
40.
A 4-1 win, followed by a 4-3 win.
121. 100. 137.
Good stuff this is, though, by Matt Dennant. It's better than good. A 13-darter.
140. Matt
break in leg
118.
Looking at a dozen darter here. We'll stay there for double 19.
80. 100. Matt, you require 38.
Splitting. Double 16. Well, another double 8.
Game
Oh,
shot on the
lovely.
second leg.
Beautiful
Matt
stuff
Dennant.
from Matt Dennant. That could have been tricky, but he made it look easy. A double check out, and Dennant doubles his lead.
Third leg, it's Dan to throw first.
13 dart break, 15 dart hold, textbook stuff, and that amounts to an average
44.
of 107.36 in what could be the halfway stage of this match. And it's rising.
140. 130. 100.
The best we've ever seen from Dennant at the Live League is a little over 101, so this is
84.
A+ stuff from the scholar.
59. 58. 55.
He has actually produced an enormous average on the Challenge Tour before.
59.
Back in 2019, he beat Scott Dale in the first round with an average of 119.
100. Matt, you require 160.
Really incredible stuff.
95. Dan, you require 143.
You consider the highest average on record is around 124.
83. Matt, you require 65.
So for 3-0.
45. Dan, you require
That
60.
could have been the game, really. It was for a double break. Reed simply cannot afford to miss.
Game shot on the third leg.
And hasn't missed.
Dan Reed.
And he's hanging on. He's still in this semi-final. He finds tops. And he closes a gap to one leg.
Fourth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Dennant has the darts. He's averaging 16 points more than Reed after 3 legs.
58. 60. 137. 140.
But it is becoming a fiercely fought contest. Reed refusing to be denied, picking his game up.
43.
Okay, he had to rely on a couple of missed darts at tops by his opponent to not be 3-0 down.
131.
But he's now put himself on a finish first as he bids to break back, and if he takes that out, he'll become favourite to win the match.
140. Dan, you require 170.
He's not going to take it out, but 1, 2, 3 is no easy feat.
134. Matt, you require 123.
A dart at the bull.
98.
That's all he
Dan,
got.
you require 36.
Is this the tide turner?
Game shot on the fourth leg. Dan Reed.
It could well be. Dan Reed has made the lead disappear. 2-0 behind, but now it's 2-2, and it's got a similar feeling to that first semi-final.
Fifth leg, it's Dan to throw first. Game on.
Remembering that, Adam Smith-Neale took the first 2 legs, and then Robert Owen roared back, winning 4 on the spin.
60. 50.
Big Dog was racing away, but Robert
41.
reeled in his lead and stormed to victory himself. Will we see the speed from Reed in this one?
43.
It's all going wrong all of a sudden for Matt Dennant. Was flying at the start of the match. Now he's struggling.
180.
And it is Reed who's in cruise control all of a sudden.
41. 100.
I have to say, I have been particularly impressed with Dan Reid all week. Really is
140. Dan, you require
Producing
120.
a top level. He stayed in the purple patch for the last 5 days,
80.
and it may just result in Dan Reid taking the title.
93. Dan, you require 40.
Double top.
20. Matt, you require 134.
First few nervy darts that he's thrown, and it's 2 tops for Dennant. He can't find the
94. Dan, you require 20. Game shot on the 5th leg.
And Dan Reid, he loves that double 10, and he has turned around this match. 2-0 behind, now 3-2 up and 1 away from a place in the final.
6th leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $140. 140.
Pretty certain as well that victory tonight, in fact I am certain it would be
58.
Dan Reid's biggest career payday.
$140.
The same, of course, couldn't be said for the likes of Josh Payne, who's won PDC titles, of Robert Owen, who's reached the semi-finals at the UK Open.
133.
Reid has plied his trade purely in secondary tours, really.
85. Matt, you require
The £6,000
170.
first prize would be a huge deal for his career.
60. Dan, you require 136.
Well, the 110 will simply have to go when Matt Dennant comes back.
60. Matt, you require 110.
Can still go. Not now.
49.
It's all a little
Dan,
bit
you
scrappy
require
and scruffy.
76.
And that will encourage Reid, who gets 2 darts at double 8s. And now 1 at double 4.
Game,
and Dan
shots,
Reid
and the match.
does the business.
Dan Reid.
Repeating the trick from the previous semi-final when Robert Owen came from 2-0 down to beat Adam Smith-Neale 4-2. Dan Reid has done the exact same thing against Matt Dennant, who won the first couple of legs, but then saw Reid race through 4 without reply to book his place in the final. It will be Dan Reid versus Robert Owen to win £6,000 and the second phase of Live League Darts in 2022. Before that, we'll have a third place playoff between Adam Smith-Neale and Matt Dennant, and that is coming up in around 10 minutes' time. So after 5 weeks of action, just 2 games left to play here in Phase 2 of the Online Darts Live League in 2022, starting with the third place playoff as Adam Smith-Neale takes on Matt Dennant. Well, both of these players might have thought they'd been playing each other in the final when they each led 2-0 in their respective semis. But Robert Owen came roaring back to beat Smith-Neale 4-2. That's despite Adam having an average for the evening
First leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Of in excess of 100. And then Matt Dennant suffered the exact same turnaround at the hands of Dan Reed. 58. So it will be Reed v Owen in the decider. That follows this third place playoff. Now in the
140
qualifying weeks for finals night, this third place playoff is usually kind of the most important match because fourth place doesn't make
125
it to Champions Week and third place does. However, there still is some significance on this one on a Champions Week finals night.
134
£500 for the winner, who will walk away with a total of 2,000. Fourth place will finish
86
up with 1,500. And it's another possible 7 legs where a 9-darter could be thrown.
135.
Of course, you can earn yourself £500 for hitting a 9-darter on Champions Week, but because it rolls over and we didn't get one in Phase 1,
Adam,
there's £1,000 on offer for a perfect leg, should anyone hit it tonight.
56. Matt, you require 152.
Well, Smith-Neale will return looking at that double 18 to break
60
in the opening
Adam,
leg.
You require 36. Game
And he
shot
nails
the
it
first leg. Adam
to take
Smith-Neale.
that first leg in 13 darts. A very strong start for big dog Smith-Neale, who breaks the throw as soon as he possibly could.
Second leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on. 83.
You do just wonder the mentality of the players, but
95.
No right-minded individual would turn the nose up at the chance to increase their earnings for the evening.
57.
We'll have to put the disappointment of those comeback defeats behind them.
97. 140.
And once again, he's producing at a high level here, Adam Smith-Neale. He averaged 99.41 in that defeat to Robert Owen.
99.
Owen averaged 103 to beat him. Smith-Neale's group games 102.17 and 103.66. He'll be very disappointed
64.
not to at least be in the final this evening. Particularly having lost
96. Adam, you require 157.
from a winning position. 2-0 up in the semi, but Big Dog lost his lead.
137. Adam, you require... Sorry, Matt, you require 114.
114.
74. Adam, you require 20.
Almost taken out by Dennant.
Game shot on the second leg. Adam Smith-Neale.
But Adam does the business to double his lead in this one. So it's 2-0, just as it was in the semi-final.
Third leg, it's Matt to throw first.
Now he has
Game
to
on.
avoid the same thing happening again. But of course it happened to his opponent as well.
46. 177.
177 starts. Spoke about the chance to earn an extra 1,000.
180.
That's what he wants to do. And that's what he could do. Oh.
81.
You can see the fury in the final dart, the way it was flung. Back comes Dennant, who responded to the 177 with a maximum of his own. And now he leaves the big fish.
96. Matt, you require 170.
Well, no 9 darter for Adam Smith-Neale.
Adam, you require 147.
What about a 147 break? Needed the treble 17. Just drifted wide.
73. Matt, you require 116.
Double 18.
98. Adam, you require 74.
So this for 3-0. 20. 40.
Game shot on the third leg.
Excellent outshot by Adam Smith-Neale. A 74 combination completed on tops. And Big Dog is 1 away.
Fourth leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on.
3 up and a leg from the bronze medal. The third place finish, and he's at it again.
177.
Right, last time he produced 4 perfect darts. Last time he hit a 177. Matt Dennant hit a 180 back at him.
140.
Matches the 4, but can't beat it.
99. 45. 100.
It's an absolutely delightful display, this though, from Adam Smith-Neale.
140.
Averaging
Adam,
north of 106.
125. 61.
'Could go for treble 16 or maybe treble 18.
58. Adam, you require 64.
Double 8. Double 4 for 4-0.
60. Matt, you require 118.
Needs a treble 20. Can't get it. And that, you would think,
58.
will be that.
Adam, you require 4.
It has been another emphatic display from Adam Smith-Neale. Can he find a way in?
2. Matt, you require 60.
Well, it's gone from emphatic to dramatic. Double 10 for Dennant.
Game shot on
He
the
finds
fourth
it.
leg. Matt Dennant.
He saves his skin. He lives to fight another day. Matt Dennant trails 3-1, but has the darts in leg 5.
Fifth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
After Adam Smith-Neale had missed 5 darts to win the match.
135. 100. 60. 180. 98. 80.
The 180 helps him get down to a finish first, but Dennant is going to be much better placed.
135. Adam, you require 141.
So to win in style. Can't manage it. We'll have to rely on Dennant not cleaning up the 73.
60. Matt, you require 73.
Double top.
33. Adam, you require 81.
Double 12.
Game,
And Adam
shots,
Smith-Neale
and the match.
gets the job done. A
Smith-Neale.
4-1 win. Another high standard produced by Smith-Neale. 98.8. That's his lowest average of the evening. That's how good he's been. And he takes third place on Champions Week in Phase 2. Matt Dennant finishes fourth. The final is coming up. And it is between Dan Reed and Robert Owen. Stay with us for that. Here we go then, the money match, the final of Phase 2 for 2022 on this Champions Week at the Online Darts Live League. Robert Owen takes on Dan Reed. And for Robert Owen, it is another opportunity to finally add his name to the Roll of Honour. He has won weeks at the Live League, one of the most experienced players in this form, but is yet to win a full phase and be crowned the champion on a Champions Week. This is 285th match of the Live League, going up against Dan Reed, who is playing for just the 42nd time.
First leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
In this tournament, both players did lose a match earlier this evening.
58.
Owen lost to Dan Reed 4-2 in their group game. Reed had been beaten by Payne, Josh Payne earlier, but Owen then
100.
got the better of Payne to keep himself in. A bit of a great escape there, and he's been digging himself out of holes all week, all phase.
60.
In fact, when Robert Owen played in Group B in his qualification week, he lost all 4 of his matches on the Thursday night and had to win all 4 on the Friday
100.
night to get through. He did so. He got to the final. He lost to Mike Warburton in that final, but it was enough to get him into this Champions Week, and something similar happened earlier this week.
125.
Lost 3 of his 4 games on Thursday, but did enough on Friday to qualify, and then
140.
Owen lost his first match in his group before once more battling back to reach the semi-finals,
100.
where of
Don't
course
require
he battled back
161.
from 2-0 behind against Adam Smith-Neale to win that match 4-2. Dan Reed did the same thing against Matt Dennant.
137.
Smith-Neale won the third
Robert,
place
you require
playoff.
158.
Who will win the final? Well, Reed is on the edge
100.
of winning the opening
Don't
leg
require
against the throw
24.
here. Double 12 to do so.
No score.
And all of a sudden,
Robert, you require 58.
they become harder to hit.
Game shot on the first leg.
But Robert Owen
Robert Owen.
shows him how it's done. He finds tops, he takes the lead, he holds his throw, and he punishes Reed for those 3 missed starts to break.
Second leg, it's Dan to throw first. 100.
It is a £3,000 match, this. The runner-up gets that amount, the winner gets double that.
100. 40. 134. 100.
Just looking at the week that's just happened in reaching this finals night, I would say that Dan Reed has been the more consistent player.
180.
But Robert Owen has just got that knack of producing the right shot at the right time. And that's exactly what he's done there.
91. Robert, you require 87.
The first 180 of the final to leave 87 for a break of throw.
Game shot on the
It's
second
brilliant
leg.
from Robert Owen.
Robert Owen.
An 11 dart leg to double his lead and to move halfway to victory on this Champions Week. Owen 2, Reed 0.
Third leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
And it's an 11 dart break to back up that hold of throw after Reed had missed those 3 darts, remember, to break him.
100. 100. 85.
Reed with 3 darts at double in one leg, missed them all. Owen with 2 darts at double in separate legs and hit them both.
43.
And he's averaging almost 105 at what he hopes is the halfway stage of this tie.
100. 60.
It's all Owen at the moment. And that's a great dart for him.
140. 60. Robert, you require 76.
Treble 17. Or maybe treble 16 now.
52.
Finds it in the end, but a couple of loose darts there. Maybe offering some optimism to his opponent, because Owen wasn't doing much wrong. And now Reed gets it right.
180.
The pressure piled
Robert,
on.
you require 24.
Double 12. Double 6.
12.
And now it's Owen's turn to miss 3 in a leg.
Dan,
And the
you require
180
58.
has given Reed the chance to break back. 2 10s.
Game shot on the third leg. Dan Reed.
And that really is Dan Reed's second home, that double 10. He's taken a mortgage out on that. He's been superb on it all week, and he hits it to
Fourth
get
leg,
back
it's Dan to throw first.
in this
Game on.
final. Robert Owen was seemingly waltzing away
58.
with the winner's check. But suddenly, he started to misfire. A couple of big numbers missed, and then 3 at double. And Reed's back in it.
100.
And he's on it.
180.
The second 180.
$137.
In just 3 scoring visits for Dan Reed.
$137. $140. Dan, you require 126.
Good guide for the treble. Gets a treble. Bullseye.
101. Robert, you require 124.
Single treble bull for Robert, but it can't happen now. A wayward one again. Is it getting away from him?
42. Dan, you require 25.
Of course it's double 10. And he finds
Game
it
shot on
again.
the fourth leg. Dan
And
Reed.
Dan Reed has levelled this match, having lost the first 2 legs of it. Reed squares things up at 2-2.
Fifth leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
He does have a kind of modus operandi, doesn't he, Dan Reed? He'll do anything he can to leave double 10.
60.
And more often than not, he hits it.
$140. $83. $82.
Owen's level has dropped slightly as this final has gone on. Reed's
121.
raised his. He's now averaging in the mid-90s.
125.
And he's down to a finish after 9 against the throw.
134.
Excellent
require
response
154.
from Robert Owen. Double top, though, for a blockbuster.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
And that
Dan Reed
will really hurt. A brilliant 154 checkout for Dan Reed that puts him ahead in the final and 1 away from the win.
6th leg, it's Dan to throw first. Game on.
Owen had just teed up a 103. And Reed goes 60, 54 tops.
60.
A supersized outshot that must have floored Robert Owen.
100.
And he really seems to have settled. It took him a good
180.
couple of legs to find his feet in the final, Dan Reed. But he's now hit 3 180s, that brilliant 154 checkout. And there is not a lot that Robert Owen could do.
123.
He will look back at missing those 3 darts at double 12 when he could have led this match 3-0.
140.
But since then, Reed has been rampant.
125. Dan, you require 121.
Well, he can't finish after that dart.
85.
So Owen can answer.
Robert, you require 153.
The 154 was a huge blow. And he can't reply with a 153. So Dan Reed will get the opportunity to deny Owen a first Champions Week
Dan,
title.
you require 36.
It's double 18. And double 9.
18. Robert, you require
Well, it's
16.
been a story of missing 3 darts at double. It's changed 2 legs. Will it change 3 legs?
Game shot on the
It
6th
does.
leg. Robert Owen.
Robert Owen saved his skin. Last dart in hand on double 2. And we are going the distance.
7th and final leg. It's Robert to throw first. Game on.
1 leg of darts to decide who will be crowned the champion of Phase 2. Who will pick up the trophy? Who will cash the cheque for £6,000?
100.
Dan Reed has just missed 3 darts to have done that already.
100.
He missed 3 darts to win the first leg. Owen then missed 3 to win the third. Would have been 3-0 up. Found himself 3-2 down,
100.
but now it's 3 apiece. A dramatic conclusion
140.
to what has been an exciting evening of Arrows entertainment. Owen making his move.
180.
And it's a maximum in the last leg decider. But the 140 from Reed puts him in exactly the same spot after 9 darts. 1-2-1. Both players. Owen has the first go. It's the bullseye for the title.
82.
It's a long way away.
Dan, you require 121.
Can Dan do what Robert couldn't? Treble 17. He doesn't get a dart at the bull.
57.
Robert returns.
Robert, you require 39.
Double 16.
Game, shots, and the match. Robert Owen.
And Robert Owen finally adds his name to the Live League Roll of Honour. He wins the Champions Week in Phase 2 and pockets £6,000 for his trouble. Robert Owen, well, he's one of the most consistent and experienced players here at the Live League. He's come 2nd and 3rd on Champions Week finals night before, but tonight he finishes first. 100 average in a thrilling final. Dan the Man really played his part as well. 4-3 though it goes the way of Robert Owen, who bounced back from that brilliant 1-5-4 checkout that Reed produced. And Owen managed to hang in there and turn it around. Yep, he had his bit of good fortune when Reed missed 3 match darts. But Owen is finally the champion on a Champions Week. It's been another thrilling phase of Live League action. We will be back after a week's break for Phase 3 in 22. But so far, the champions are Jim McEwen and tonight, Robert Owen.